Portal Masters, it's Lou. I'm here at Activision, and oh, how I've missed you. It has been too long, and I couldn't be more excited to be back. We're going to talk about the next 2 elements for Skylanders Trap Team. Wait, what? Vehicles? Oh! I can actually talk about Skylanders SuperChargers! I couldn't be more excited. We're finally, revealed Skylanders SuperChargers. It's our next game in the Skylanders franchise, and really what we're doing is something so unique and something so cool for us. We're bringing vehicles. And that doesn't just mean lovely cars. That also means sea and sky gameplay as well. But these toys, they're not just Skylanders with bases, they actually now are full-blown vehicle toys, no bases, moving wheels, moving propellers. Pretty cool stuff. We want to make sure that what we're bringing is a new type of toy to our Toys to Life category. And with Skylanders SuperChargers, the team at Vicarious Visions is bringing vehicles to life for the very first time. It's really, really cool. And the reason that you're going to need vehicles is because, of course, Kaos is back. And he has his own vehicle himself. He has the Doomstation of Ultimate Doomstruction, which is basically a giant metal floating chaos head that's eating the sky and all of Skylands. And it's actually chewing apart the connection that we, the Portal Masters, have with the Skylands. And luckily, our vehicles here have rift engines, which enable us to open rift portals and reconnect back to the Skylands, where we're actually going to interact with a brand new type of Skylander, a SuperCharger. And these guys are the pilots of these awesome fleet of land, sea, and sky vehicles. Now today we're going to do something really cool and really special. In a few days we actually have something called E3, the Electronics Entertainment Expo. And it's where we as game makers get to go and show off all the cool stuff that we've been working on. And usually only a few people get to come and see it. Well, we wanted to do something special for you Portal Masters out there. And so what I'm going to do today is actually show you what we're bringing to E3, so that you guys get a great look at our level Cloud Kingdom and a really cool look at just what Skylanders SuperChargers has in store for you guys. So let's hop right into the game.
There's the Queen! Let's go pick up the thunderous bolt and get out of here.
Welcome to the Cloud Kingdom, Skylander. You know, we had the bolt all ready for you, but then Kaos's forces arrived and, well, promised us safety if we joined him. Naturally, most of us thought this was an absolutely horrid idea, but Lord Stratosphere, he's a bit more conservative, had a dissenting opinion. So, we're having a bit of a kerfuffle. So to speak.
Foolish lowlanders! Only Kaos can preserve the Cloud Kingdom and, also grant me that lovely villa overlooking the valley. But if you wish so badly for the power of the thunderous bolt, then come and take it!
I am sorry, Skylander. Lord Stratosphere has never trusted the underclass. No offense to you, of course, but he's not as open-minded as I am. And these storm clouds he has raised have left my troops powerless. It is up to you to stop him and reclaim the thunderous bolt. Our storm horns can clear this terrible fog that Stratosphere has summoned. You are the only one that can stop Stratosphere, Skylander. May the light protect you.
Alright, so it looks like our mission is to try and track down the Thunderous Bolt and get it from the misguided Lord Stratosphere. And to do that, we're going to need to start by placing a vehicle on the portal. So I'm actually going to start with our Sky vehicle. This is the Sky Slicer. So I'll put that on the portal here. And you can see the cloud showing off our new iconography for Sky.
Scream, stream, thrust, guitar wing, feather fury.
So you can see the first time that we place a vehicle on the Portal of Power, we get this really cool expanded vehicle showcase that we call it, where we show you with the camera the really cool pieces of the vehicle. Now this is only done the first time you put your vehicle on the Portal of Power to really highlight the cool features, but then once you get into the game, we speed up your magic moment so that way you can get into the action even quicker. And we're going to start with our supercharger here. This is Spitfire.
Feel the fire!
You have to reach the Stormhorn to get rid of these clouds, Skylander. Hurry!
You're gonna want to be careful moving through that fog. It's the perfect place for bad guys to ambush you. Just saying.
Alright, looks like Flynn was right. Enemies are lying in wait, hiding in these clouds to ambush us.
Skylanders of the undead element are stronger in this zone.
So this area is completely covered by the clouds of war, so we gotta watch out and make sure that no enemies are gonna jump out and get us. So if I wanted to, I could go right, but hidden in the clouds over here is an extra pathway full of hidden treasures and secrets. Let's see what we got.
Treasure.
Nice. A lot of treasure, which, as you remember, is what you use to upgrade your Skylander and unlock new abilities. So for Spitfire, those abilities are really cool flaming claw attack, the ability to dash through and into enemies, and the ability to create these awesome fire tornadoes, which will track enemies down. So along the way in this level, you're going to find a number of these storm horns, and by using the storm horn, it'll actually clear out a space in the clouds for you to see further.
Huzzah! The clouds have cleared. Well done, peasant. Oh.
Apparently that's not strong enough of a storm horn for us to clear too much of an area. So let's see what's up ahead.
Infiltrators.
So as this level's built around these clouds, we have these enemies here. You'll see these trolls, these infiltrators, that'll actually eat the clouds, causing them to grow bigger and stronger. But if I defeat them, they'll actually pop and deflate like a balloon. So part of the fun is trying to get them to pop near other enemies, so that way, when they slam back down, they'll destroy them for you. Let's see what's going on up ahead.
Thank goodness you're here, Skylander. That awful Kaos is transporting his oozy trolls into our lovely city. You must stop him. Please stop Kaos's transport ships before we're overrun with disgusting trolls.
Trolls are pretty disgusting, so hopefully we can help them out. Now, one of the things to note is the sky and the sea sequences, while really awesome vehicle gameplay, are actually side content. So out of the starter pack, you get a land vehicle. You get Hot Streak here. Now, if you wanted to, you could continue off to the left and continue with the story. But unfortunately for the Cloud people, that would mean that you left a whole bunch of trolls coming their way. So we're probably going to go in there and take them out. And now as I get closer to our threshold here, you'll see a rift portal open up and Sky Slicer appear. With the press of a button, we're going to hop in and take control and take to the skies. So this is our first vehicle sequence that we're showing off at E3, and it's one that's really cool because you get to feel the full range of movement when playing with a sky vehicle. You get to go up, down, left, right, you can go barrel roll. You have that really cool fantasy of flying through the Skylands. And we're going to try and take out these transport ships. Now you saw this is the Sky Slicer, and it has a rapid fire Feather Fury attack, which I can use to take these guys out pretty well. Gotta watch out for the mines as I do it. Watch out, this guy's coming.
Looks like Chaos and a ton more nasties up here to throw a wrench into things.
You can see I also have a multi-target missile lock, which I can use. This is a great secondary ability. All of our vehicles have their own unique attacks. And so when you're playing the game, part of the fun is exploring with what each of our vehicles can do. The other thing that's great is that even within each of the terrain types, land, sea, and sky, we have all the different types of vehicles you could want there. And so while I'm piloting a speeding jet here, you could also be using a biplane or a helicopter in the sequence. Now, along the way, you might notice these treasure chests being held up by balloons. Flynn and Callie sent in some air support for me, and thankfully it's really nice to be able to pick up some additional shield strength for my vehicle, or some gear bits, which I can use to upgrade my vehicle later on. Right, took out the last transport ship. Now we're headed back to the dock.
Brilliant work, Skylander. Oh, you are a credit to your people.
Sweet, so we've completed our sky sequence. Now if we wanted to, we could head over to the left and continue forward. I happen to know of a secret. Back here, behind these clouds, trolls! You got more trolls to take out. You gotta watch out because there's that fountain that's actually creating additional clouds for these infiltrators to grow stronger and stronger. Oh, nice. I saw how me defeating that last infiltrator caused them to deflate and take out the other troll. I think that's the last one. See if our chest unlocks. There we go. So we have a new type of chest this year. This is a random luck chest. And one of the things that we're doing is creating a random set of loot. And so that way, as you explore and as you see these chests and find new areas, what you actually get is going to be random. So let's see what we get. And we got a hat. Looks like we found the boater hat. I think this will look quite nice on Spitfire here.
Flashy.
I guessed correctly. He just looks very fancy. So yeah, so each of those random luck chests, you can get either hats, legendary treasures, maybe even a soul gem in there. It's a really exciting way for us to now increase the replayability of our game. So that way you can try out different levels and go back to the same levels and hopefully find different items to collect. So we got more enemies in wait here. Actually, now that those enemies are defeated, I'm going to take this chance to switch out my Skylander. I'm going to bring in another Skylander who's actually a bit familiar and a bit new. So this is Supershot Stealth Elf. And Supershot Stealth Elf is our fan favorite Stealth Elf character, but now reimagined completely from the ground up as a supercharger. And so what that means is that she doesn't just have a wow pow. She has a brand new outfit, a brand new weapon, this awesome splinter cannon, and a completely new set of upgrades. So let's, if we want, go up here, but let's explore to the left and see what we find. There's a lot of hidden stuff lying behind the clouds. You can see the awesome power of Supershot Stealth Elf. Ooh, what's this? This is a supercharger gate. And so this is something that superchargers can access. And let's see what happens when I interact with it. We're going to reassemble the gate teleport to a brand new area. Looks like we have this unique top-down exploration zone where we can use our storm horns to clear our view and see our path. But you gotta remember it because the clouds will come back. Let's see if I can make the jump down. Now, luckily I have picture-perfect memory. I'll remember where I'm supposed to go. Left, but there's even side paths. Gotta watch out for those electrified spheres. That'd be useful to see the path again. All right.
Watch it. Stealth well.
Looks like we got some enemies. Alright, got some new types of enemies here. Luckily, now that Stealth Elf has traded in her daggers for this awesome splinter cannon, her ranged attack will make taking them out really easy. And we've got another random luck chest, so let's see what we get this time. Nice, we got another hat. Ooh, UFO hat. I'm not gonna wear this one. And that's the end of that zone. Now let's teleport back. And it actually looks like it's teleported us to another area. Looks like we're on top of the building we started in, where we found some additional treasure. Alright, so let's move back to the main path. Let's see what we find.
Those crystal platforms look pretty screwy, if you ask me.
I bet they operate on a kinetic-driven rotational axis.
If you guys remember, we had push block puzzles tied to lasers before. Now it looks like these have been changed to a rotational axis disc, which your Skylander can actually rotate. And when we line up the lasers into the line mount, we get a new bridge. And some more enemies. Oh well, it's another chance for me to show you what Stealth Elf can do, including this really cool spinning knockback kick. She also has the ability to lock on with that splinter cannon, and she can still go stealthy, only now she leaves behind her cannon as a turret, which is really cool.
Oh yeah.
Looks like we got some statues of good old Lightning Rod here. This is actually Lightning Rod's hometown. Looks like there's some pride for the Cloud Kingdom's favorite Skylander.
Yeah! That's the way we do it, Skylander! Boom!
Alright, so we found a new area, and you'll actually see we're getting this heads up telling us we're in a new chapter. We're actually checkpointing throughout the game, so that way, when you want to replay a level, you can actually hop to your favorite areas of the level. So we need a land vehicle, but before I do that, I'll show you guys another hidden area.
Money.
With some treasure. More traditional treasure chest here. Very fine. We got aviator's cap. I am just finding all the hats today.
You must have a land vehicle to enter this zone.
Now, the reason I chose not to do the aviator's cap is because I'm actually going to be switching out my sky vehicle for my land vehicle. And we're going to put on Hot Streak to the Portal of Power. You'll see our icon for land. It's mountains with a road.
Hot Streak. Blaze boosters. Blue fire tires. Fire grill.
Alright. So now we've got Hot Streak ready to go. And just like that, piloting the fastest vehicle in Skyland. You'll see I'm drifting down this speedway, hopping over these obstacles in our path, collecting our gear bits. Now our gear bits are really fun because they actually increase in value when you do cool stuff with your vehicle. And so if you drift through the gear bits, if you drift through the gear bits or boost through the gear bits, you're gonna actually triple their worth. So it's really important that you look cool and do the coolest maneuvers you can while collecting gear bits. Alright, looks like we got more transport ships. I'm gonna have to dodge along the way. Sweep over here to the side path, get some more gear bits. A mod chest up ahead. Nice, so I found a specialty mod. Now, what mods are a really cool feature that superchargers can use with their vehicles. And with the press of a button, you can bring up the mod screen. And so what you can do here is actually switch out parts for your vehicle. It's kind of like Skylanders' version of tuning your car. But instead of getting in there and, fiddling with some knobs, switches, and screws, you're actually equipping brand new parts. You can see I'm cycling through the blaze boosters and then the volcanic vents, which we just got. You can actually see how it's affecting our armor, our top speed, our acceleration, our handling, all the things that you'd want when tuning your vehicle. But in addition, it's going to look really, really cool as well. And so we've now changed the look of our vehicle. I've got these awesome flaming tires. I've got our volcanic vent engine. You can see just instantly our vehicle looks different than what it originally looked like. Alright, looks like we've now gotten to a combat arena. We've got some turrets aiming our way. I can use the attacks of Hot Streak here. I've got this awesome flamethrower, as well as a speeding dash boost. But it'd be nice if I could get an additional damage boost. Now you guys might be saying to yourself, Spitfire looked awfully close in coloring, blue flames, kind of appearance to Hot Streak. I wonder why that is. It's a great question, Portal Masters. So we're going to have 20 awesome SuperChargers Skylanders, and we're going to have 20 vehicles. And the reason that those numbers match up is because there is a matching pair for a Skylander and a specific vehicle. And so Spitfire here matches up perfectly with Hot Streak. And when combining them, we're going to get a supercharged combo.
Supercharged.
So what that means is we've changed the coloring, the look, with the appearance of our vehicle. We've unlocked the coolest set of mods possible. And in addition to that, we get a sweet damage boost to all of our attacks. Hopefully that'll help me take out these turrets and these planes quicker.
That's a harmonic work.
There we go.
You need to ring each of the bells to open it.
Alright, so now we gotta find and ring the 4 doorbells in the area. Oh, almost hit it there. Hitting these awesome half pipes. And if we can find and hit all 4 of these doorbells, we can unlock the gate. And so this is an example of a vehicle-based puzzle. We wanted to make sure that our vehicle sections... Ooh, almost had it there, but you'll see I did a sweet flip hitting that jump. We want to make sure that you guys have as much fun playing in our vehicle sections as you do in the on-foot. 3rd time's a charm. And so that means it's not just about combat, but exploration, speeding, and puzzle solving. Let's see if I can boost into these. Nice, got some triple value gear bits there.
See you at the finish line.
You Skylanders don't belong up here in the sky. Quiet. You know what I mean.
Alright, Now that we're back on foot, I'm going to switch out Spitfire here for another Skylander. This is Stormblade, one of our new SuperCharger Skylanders. She's of the air element.
Feather the storm.
Alright, so let's see what we got here. Over to the right, looks like we got the Shark Pit Crew ready to upgrade your vehicle. Fortunately, it looks like they're closed for the moment, but that's where you're going to use the gear bits that you collect when in your vehicle to upgrade your vehicle's weapons and shields. Let's see, a little preview.
That looks like about 10 bajillion gigavolts of angry right there.
Be careful, Skylander.
Right.
Those bolts are no laughing matter.
We're gonna have to time this.
Skylanders
Luckily,
of the dark element are stronger
Stormblade
in
has
this
that really
zone.
cool spinning dash attack, so that way we're able to get past those electrified fences.
Meteorologists.
We've got the Meteorologists. Now these guys actually have cloud launchers, which you'll see. They shoot additional clouds at us, so we gotta watch out for that. But we also gotta watch out when they're near the infiltrators, because they're basically feeding these guys to get big and strong. Luckily, I think Stormblade here is more than up for the challenge. Show why her name's Stormblade. Alright. Took those enemies out. Let's see what's hiding here in the clouds. Just some destructibles and a really nice fountain over here. I wonder what's on the other side. Alright, looks like we've got a locked door. Ooh, and our new lockpick minigame, a live wire lock. And we've got our little lock goblin back. Now he has his own hovercraft, which is pretty cool. Seems like every game this guy gets a new vehicle or a new upgrade. And so what we want to do is get to the ignition key at the end of this lock, right here. Alright, started the engine inside the lock, because of course every lock has an engine hidden inside of it. And once we've turned on the engine, we've unlocked the door, and got access into this hidden side area. Looks like we've got Persephone here, we can use to upgrade our Skylander. And we've got, let's see, looks like some cloud folks playing Skystones. Which unfortunately, I think it's because all these trolls are around, they're not letting me play with them. But one of the things that's really cool is that we're bringing Skystones back in a really new and fun way in a game that we're calling Skystones Overdrive. We've added in new player-specific abilities, new strategies, completely new types of cards, and the ability to build your own deck and take on these Skystones players in the game. Alright. Dash past those electric fields here. Alright, looks like we've got some more enemies. Gotta watch out for these guys. Some bugs as well. Oh, looks like we got a meteorologist. See if I can take him out. Ah, fortunately, looks like he was able to feed the infiltrator before I had a chance to stop him. Stormblade's got some awesome attacks, and she was able to take out those enemies pretty easily.
Stratosphere has overwhelmed the sunken storm sequencer. If you can dive below and destroy it, the electric dynamos will be powerless. Disable the sunken storm sequencer to shut down these dynamos, Skylander.
Alright, so now we found our first sea vehicle area. Alright, so now we're going to take off Hot Streak from our portal, and we're going to bring in our submarine dive bomber. You can see the wave showing that we're using a sea vehicle.
Dive bomber. Power propeller. Torpedo buoys. Twin torpedo tubes.
Let's see what happens when I hop in my submarine.
Let's do this!
Alright. So we're skimming along the surface, but I'm in a submarine.
Oh yeah!
Submerge. Alright. So one of the things that's really cool about the sea vehicles is the fact that you can be above or below water with the press of a button. And so it's really up to you whether or not you want to explore topside or undersea. So you gotta keep looking because you might find hidden pathways, places to explore, and ooh, sweet, extra gear bits. So we've got a mini game here where I'm gonna try and collect as many gear bits as I can before the time's out. Ooh, and additional mods. All right, I found Mr. Squeaks, which is our inflatable pool floaty of justice, which I'm going to use as an engine for my submarine. So I can even do this mid-jump, and so you can see, we've got Mr. Squeaks, he's going to give me some extra top speed, and I can continue with my jump. Alright. Dive, dive!
Oh yeah!
But we've got obstacles underwater, so you can't just hang out below the sea. You gotta make sure that you're checking both the surface and below, dodging obstacles on both. So one of the things that's really exciting is the fact that we're only showing off a little bit of our new vehicle gameplay. And so there are areas where you're actually completely below the sea, submerged underneath the caverns of Skylands, exploring the deepest seas when you're in a sea vehicle. So a lot of really, really cool things, and level by level, we're changing up what you're actually going to be doing in these vehicles.
There's the storm sequencer. Careful, Skylander. It looks pretty nasty.
So here we're going to try and take out the storm sequencer. Luckily, you can see Dive Bomber's got some awesome torpedoes and this sonar ping, which he can use to track onto enemies.
Uh-oh. I think you made it angry.
Speaking of enemies, looks like he's invited some additional submarines to the party here, who are going to be able to dive underwater and charge at me. So I got to make sure I keep moving to prevent them from charging into me. I can't just hide underwater and hope that's enough. So this is where that sonar ping really comes in handy. But it's also where the fact that each of our vehicles having their own weapons really comes into play, because each enemy encounter feels really different depending on which vehicle that you're using. And so, luckily, I like Dive Bomber because he's got that lock-on. He's got the ability to use his sonar ping to be able to focus on avoiding the enemy attacks while still being able to fire at the enemy. Alright, looks like the storm sequencer shield is back up. Watch out for that swing arm. Shield. And one thing to note is that our vehicles cannot get knocked out. It's the Skylanders health bar that, continues to be what you have to focus on when taking on enemies like these new armored gunboats here. But our vehicles provide an additional shield to protect your Skyland. And once that shield's depleted, then it's your Skylander's health that'll be taken. And you can see these gunboats here. They've got heavy armor, so what I did was actually tricked the storm sequencer into taking them out for us. You can actually do that on these submarines here as well. You gotta watch out though, because as you can see, the submarines can also dive underwater, so I can't just dive under hoping to be safe. Get this last guy out here.
Great job.
Alright. Let's finish off the storm sequencer. Looks like the massive explosion sent us back to the dock.
Excellent. It should be safer for all to travel through the Cloud Kingdom now, thanks to you.
And we've deactivated those electric gates. And got a nice star of completion, which fills in our Portal Master rank. Alright, Portal Masters, that is our look at what we're bringing to E3 for Skylanders SuperChargers. Hope you liked this exclusive look at our awesome demo and all the secrets that we've hidden within. In the comments below, I want to hear from you guys what you think is the best terrain type. Which one do you guys want to play? Is it sea, where you can explore underwater and on the surface of the sea? Is it sky, where you can actually take to the sky in Skylands and experience some really cool, exciting dogfighting? Or is it land, where you get to use the fastest vehicles in all of Skylands to speed across the highways and take the enemies out? And I want to hear which of the new SuperChargers is your favorite. Is it Spitfire or ultra-fast Fire Dragon? Is it Stormblade? It's my favorite. Our awesome feathered dart throwing supercharger? Or is it Super Shot Stealth Elf, our fan favorite awesome stealth elf reimagined as a supercharger with this really sweet splinter cannon? So thank you guys for watching. I'm really excited to be able to show everyone this really cool stuff at E3 and to all you Portal Masters watching at home. And we can't wait to show you more SuperChargers content as we get closer to launching this fall. So thanks everyone, and I'll see you guys soon. Be sure to hit the subscribe button on your way out.